What it do, y'all? It's your girl Makeup and Travel, and for today's video your girl wanted to bring you another video in a new series. As you guys know, I've been really enjoying fragrances as of pretty late last year. I went through a huge fragrance, just like I'ma purchase it all, okay? And I had to catch them all, and a couple of the things that I really wanted to catch was some of these discovery kits, and you guys really seem to enjoy my fragrance collection. So I figured while I continue on my fragrance journey and learning more about myself and testing out fragrances, I figured it would be kind of cool to show you guys some of these fragrances as well. So I hope you guys are interested in seeing this journey. I'm not going to necessarily be doing this type of series every Friday, but I figured on the Fridays that I have an available slot, I'll throw in a fragrance Friday where I talk about some form of fragrances. So yeah, that's all I got for you guys right now. Let's get into the video. Okay, so for today I'm going to be starting this Fragrance Friday series off with the Skylar Clean Beauty Discovery set. Now they do have two separate sets. I decided to go with the Discovery set because I figured that would kind of give me a beginner's look into the brand or into this fragrance house. Now, one thing that I did really appreciate about this box is that not only, of course, does it have the labeling on there as well, but it also says that it's hypoallergenic, safe for sensitive skin, and it is an eco-friendly brand. I really enjoy that they flat out put that information on there. It is also cruelty-free and vegan for those who are interested. And they say that I guess all of these little samples have about a year's worth of shelf life. I also really appreciate that on the back it has the scent notes on there as well. So if I don't really feel like looking on like a website or even on their website, because I know I do tend to go to not Fragrance Net, Fragrance something, I can't think of the name, to get all of my scent notes for fragrances that I'm interested in, but it also just gives you the cursory. I'm sure there are more scents and notes in all of these fragrances or perfumes, but just giving me that beginner's knowledge is really appreciated. And yeah, I just really appreciate it. If you care, it is this company, it distributes through California and they are made in the USA. So overall, really liking this. For cursory on the scents that I'm going to be talking about, I'm going to be talking about Salt Air, Owl Escape, Capri Summer, Pink Canyon, and Vanilla Sky. So these are some of, I think, their like biggest well-known scents. And one more thing and then we're going to get right into it. I did record this look in case you are interested, and this should have been up on Wednesday, so I will have that look linked down below. It is a very long get ready with me, so yeah, just to give you that heads up. So in this packaging, I'm gonna do some b-roll so you guys can see. We have all of the little samples laid out really aesthetically pleasing wise. So you see not only the samples, you see like a colored background to kind of get the vibe of what you should be feeling when you smell this scent. You also have those same scent notes on this part of the packaging, and then of course you have a really nice display of the samples. I really like the display. I really like all of the packaging so far that I'm seeing from this brand. And yeah, so I did already pre-sniff and spray all of these scents just to kind of get my bearing a little bit. And yeah, I now have, of course, the side that has already been sprayed, but I'm also going to spray a little bit lower to get like those initial top notes. And then I'm going to smell, of course, the other side to get like some of the more base notes and to kind of see if I have a preference over, you know, what it initially smells like and what it kind of settles down to. As I always say, just because it settles down to a scent on the paper does not necessarily mean it's going to settle that way on you. Your body odor and chemistry may not match completely with the scent, but that's kind of how I do my fragrances when I'm figuring out if I really want the fragrance or not. So we're going to go ahead and start off with Vanilla Sky. And Vanilla Sky's notes are cappuccino, pure vanilla, and caramelized cedar. And on the initial application of just spraying it, I smell a lot of alcohol. And I guess I do kind of smell that vanilla, of course. I don't really smell that cappuccino, and there might be that caramelized cedar, but I don't really smell that. I truly only smell that pure vanilla. It's not a bad scent by any means, but comparing to what I already have in my collection, what I've recently picked up, all of that jazz, this is just not super unique. But if you're one of those people that vanilla is your thing, you don't really gravitate or go anywhere from that, I would recommend it. It is a really nice vanilla scent, but to me, it's nothing unique or groundbreaking for me to feel like I would need to get the full size. But as I always say, I just am really appreciative to be able to smell the scent out and get my opinion and just see how I like the house overall with these sampler sets. So I never feel bent out of shape if I don't necessarily find something that works for me. I generally just pass these products on to a family member or a friend, at coworker, whatever. So that's kind of how that is. And I don't really distinctly smell anything different from the set down area. If anything, it just smells a little bit sweeter, like more of that maybe caramelized. Well, I don't even smell that cedar. Maybe because it's caramelized, but I really just smell even more sweet of the set down part that I had already previously sprayed. Okay, now we're gonna go into Pink Canyon. Alrighty, and for Pink Canyon, the notes that they have here are grapefruit, pink salt, and cedar. I definitely smell that grapefruit. I am not a fan of grapefruit by any means. I don't really smell all that much pink salt, but then again, I don't distinctly know what pink salt smells like, so that's probably why. And I don't really smell any cedar that's like setting it down. I would say on the part that like more so dried down, a little bit more of that cedar is coming through. It's a little bit more centered and kind of grounded than the freshly applied scent. Once again, nothing terrible about this scent, but not something that I would like run to want to smell like, you know what I mean? It'd be something where, like, let's say I got this sampler set and I was able to refund one of these to get like a full size. Would I be mad to refund it for that one? No, but I'm not gonna run to pick this up full price either, or even discount it. I would only pick that up if, like, you know, I could get it for free because I already bought this discovery kit. So next is Capri Summer, and I must say I thought I was actually going to really like this one. So this one has bergamot, neroli, and blood orange. Trying to see where I sprayed. Alrighty. So on initial application, I can really smell that blood orange, which is not a bad thing. I actually do have one or two fragrances already that I really love the blood orange note in there. The bergamot is okay, and the neroli is okay. I think overall this is a really nice scent, but there's nothing intriguing about it. There's nothing that's inviting me to really want to smell this for an extended amount of time. Once again, would I be mad that I got this? No. But is this something that I'm going to run for? No. I would say, if anything, on the dry down part of this fragrance, I would say the bergamot comes through a little bit more, but you know, it is what it is. Nothing crazy. Now here we're getting to my favorite two. These are the two that I found to be the most unique in this set. And so when I picked this up, it was Black Friday time period, and this brand Skylar on their website were doing like buy one get one free of their full size bottles. If that was going on like right now, these were the two that I would get from this sampler set. So right now I'm gonna spray Al Escape, and that has bergamot, cardamom, and sandalwood. All right, and I think the difference between this one and the previous bergamot is obviously the cardamom and the sandalwood, but it just, I don't even know how to smell. It smells like you're on a mountain and you're just breathing in fresh air. It just smells so relaxing, so inviting, and in a really good way. It smells so good. I would say this is perfect for like spring, Really nice for spring. And maybe if you are one of those people who likes to mix, if you mix this with something that's really nice and deep, you could pull it off in the winter too. I think this could be a really nice scent, and it's super unique. So this is definitely one I'm gonna keep and try and see how it works with my body chemistry, and if I would want to go ahead and purchase a full size in the future. The dry down part, I would say the cardamom comes out a little bit more. It's a lot subtler than I would have expected, and it's a little bit sweeter than what the initial spray is. But either way, it literally smells like I'm breathing in like the winter spring air, and it just smells so bright and airy, but not like a summer bright and airy. It smells like a cool winter breeze, or a cool breeze that you're smelling in the wind. Okay, and then the last one that I want to talk about today is Salt Air. Now this one is super unique. Lauren Mae Beauty is always referencing this one when she talks about any other fragrance or perfume that has some form of salt note in it, and she's always saying how it's not as salty as this, and I couldn't understand why. So the notes are driftwood, sea salt, and seaweed. And this literally smells like salt. It smells like salt water, but like salt water that is transported to you through the wind. It's really nice scent. Really nice. It's super unique. I have never smelled anything like this. The dry down definitely the dry down definitely only smells like the salt. I don't really smell any of the other. And so I would want something else in that dry down to invite people in a little bit more. I really do think that the sea salt part is really intriguing. It would be nice as like a layering fragrance. But to me, none of these scents overall are complex overall enough for me, not only in the initial scent but also in the dry down. Like I said, don't get me wrong, the last two that I talked about, which is Owl Escape and Salt Air, I would run not walk low-key for those two scents. But I think that this brand, their uniqueness is that these can all be mixed and come up with your own perfect scent. For example, the Owl Escape and the Salt Air I think are really nice on the initial impact. Really nice, interesting scents, but maybe mixing that with like the vanilla to get a little bit light airiness, a little bit more sweetness to it, and that dry down might be more up my alley. So I'm definitely going to be playing a lot more with this sampler set. I think this was just more of my initial impressions of like how I'm feeling of all of these scents. I'm really excited to now have some more samples to play with. I am down to only one sample that I need to kind of go through, and even then I don't really have to go through it, but I am choosing to go through it. So yeah, I'm really excited to try all of these in the event that I kind of figure out what I want or whatever have you. Like I said, I have family that I can give them to so that they can test it out, see if they like any of these scents, see if they want to pick any of these scents up. But overall, I am really happy. Kind of reiterating what I've already said, if you want something super unique, I would definitely gear you towards the Owl Escape and the Salt Air. The other three are super kind of ordinary. They're not unique. They're things that I think I could easily dupe out in my collection. And so I won't probably ever really get those. I would probably just combine maybe the more unique shades if I decide, or scents, if I decide I want to pick those up with the similar scents that I already have in my collection. I hope that makes sense, but that's pretty much it. I don't really have anything else. I hope you guys enjoyed today. If you're wondering what I smell like today I actually have Replica's Cabin, Log Cabin, Fever Cabin. I have Replica's, not By the Fireplace. What is the other one? Oh, what is it? I have Replica's Cabin fragrance, whatever it is, mixed with KVD's Saint. I've been really enjoying that combination lately. And yeah, that's pretty much all I got. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye guys.